Alright, I'm back with Fallout. I thought the game was fit to crash. As you see, I've been kind of doing some building. And that's my settler. He's wondering. And that's Ada. I gave her some new looks. That's a dead guy. Ooh. I'm packing.
Looking for trouble, I hope.
Also, I got the cryo gun. Building process is slow, but I have better things to show you. So I've been very busy with other things I've been up to. I'm just going to take a slow, chilled walk to this. I see I got a bit of rads too. I've been up to a lot of things. That noise is really annoying. I'll defeat the robot menace soon. Yeah, bugger it, let's walk. Oh, jog. You see, I've made some improvements to Sanctuary, and we have that to look forward to. So far, no one's attacked us. I decided to wear the vault suit because the jumpsuit, because I want to. We sent a trading post in earlier. That was a stag.
Opening fire.
Why? Why would you just? Why? Why? Honest to God, why? There's Pat, aka Preston. Prick. Alright, let's go talk to... I'll do that later. Just look at that. Feat of my building efforts.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. I'm ready when you are.
Swear to God, this disintegrates me. I will not be
Whenever
amused.
you're ready. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. By the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Wow. Hot damn. There's nothing here. Okay, at least find my son, but then again, don't want to go up against a fight just yet.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance.
Okay.
I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
I like this. That's
I
bright.
can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us.
I don't really
I'd
have.
like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute.
Oh.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable.
That's not the word I'd use.
I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason.
You know damn well why I'm here.
You are here for your son.
Where is he? Where's me boy? There he is.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean. It's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here
I
now.
don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Sean, please. Calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
You bastard.
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus.
He's a synth.
Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand.
You made my boy a
We're only
robot.
just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name, your title?
Father is my unofficial title.
Bastard is what you
It's
are.
what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute. Just as you mean to your son. To Sean.
He's not the same, he's a robot.
Just... help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers. And answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
It's really you?
Don't look a lot like me.
After all this time.
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years?
Jesus.
That is the reality. And here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me?
Exactly.
At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production.
Bastards.
But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Sean, she loved you. So much.
I have no doubt. I'm afraid I have very little experience with those emotions, having lived my life within the Institute. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an
This is
Institute
interesting.
asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
He was a murderer. He killed your mother.
Believe me, I am well aware of the atrocities Kellogg committed. I suspect there are many more we'll never know of. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes.
Sonny Boy's doing well for himself.
I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They're scared of you, Sean. Scared of the Institute.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time.
You have no
The
idea.
Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that...
You're not helping me.
The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Ah, bugger it, let's do this.
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Yeah. Something just, you know. Isn't right to me, you know? It's just something just seems off. I don't really know if this is the right way either. Oh, this is like a bathroom.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue.
Hey,
There
Doc.
we go.
They weren't
All
kidding.
set.
You really
Unit,
are
you can
here.
return to duty.
Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the
I don't know what
great
is
man
him.
he grew up to be. Yeah. I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Just looking.
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course.
Greetings, sir.
Yeah, no problem, bud. Just seems odd, you know?
You're here. Glad you made it. Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
giving me the creeps, you know?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy.
What's that else to get for Virgil?
You had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274?
Not yet.
I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
I wonder how the war
Excuse me.
involved must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long. Don't you think?
That's amazing, these gorillas here, but they're synths.
We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnant.
Doc.
They're still
Welcome.
people, and
So
they're
good to have you
suffering.
here.
Dr.
We
Clayton
can at least
Holden,
admit that it's
head of the
regrettable.
Bioscience Division.
After all,
I can't wait
how
for you
can
to
we
see
hope
the
to
work we're doing.
redefine mankind
It's
if we
truly
can't
amazing.
even hold on to our own humanity?
I'll reserve judgment until I know more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
Cool. So, mate, better hit the railroad. See, I'm in charge of the Minutemen. Something just feels it's all leading up to like a boiling point. Nah, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
Excuse me.
Just... You and I didn't... What?
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
So I don't trust the Institute. It's like, you know, underground, what's their plans?
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just
In
doing
case
it for
anyone
fun.
didn't mention it, quiet time runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Why do they need guns? Why is that locked off?
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that.
Bullshit.
Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you.
I'm his
Now,
frickin'
unless
dad, he
it's
better
something
trust
else,
me.
I really do need to get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
All right.
Do not like her. Cure for Virgil.
If you ask me, we're only scratching the surface.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Still don't like this place. It's very...
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. You will start the next trial. Sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he?
Well, you can tell him
Scanning.
that I intend to
Subject
speak to Father
identified.
about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransack.
Are you seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together?
What now?
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I
Report
asked
anything
for.
suspicious
Maybe I should
to
take
the
some courses
SRB.
with me. You know, set a message.
I killed one of you guys.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much
All
all the
this
other
must be a little
departments.
overwhelming
You're
for
going
you.
soft on me, My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
The Directorate should take the
Doctor.
synth escapes more
So.
seriously.
Here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future.
Okay.
Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
I guess we'll find out.
Indeed. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines.
Yeah, I know.
As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. Well, I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
Well, that was that then.
To report, sir.
You can return to your duties and remember to report.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject.
I don't know, is it just me or is something just doesn't seem quite right to
For you,
me?
Doctor.
Just don't understand. Something just seems, I don't know, off.
Son.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately,
It's like
no
company.
advancement
Ow.
comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
I have returned. Sturgis, the man. Sturgis. Sturgis. There he is.
What's going on?
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
The Institute isn't our enemy, remember.
I know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Just in case they decide the Commonwealth isn't big enough for the both of us. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Preston liked that. Awesome. To the map, to the map. To the map, to the map. Fast travel. Ooh, a box. Running is noisier. Ah, you don't say. I thought I was always as stealthy as pots and pans falling out of a cupboard. I don't know, something just seems off to me, like... Eat up. Kill the Mylark. Please. Please. Be an awful... Ow! Come on, man. I thought we were friends. Ah, screw this. Sayonara, buttface! But yeah, my overall thoughts right now is, I don't know. What's that? I need to do that, I need to do that. Oh, my rad's like really high. Going into... Taking the rad away. Purified water, that'll do the trick. Oh, I have a 50 cal. Also, I found a lot of cool stuff whilst I was out and about, but I'll probably show that off later. I'd rad away. Also, lost the support of one of my little towns. Ow. Yeah, I lost one of my towns because I've had to get food for the Brotherhood, and they extorted it, so I really do not like them. You know, the amount of ghouls and bandits I've killed to get a town on my side is always a lot, and it's... Oh, thank God, I thought it was like a dog charge up on me.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected. Engaging hostile.
Ada, kick his ass.
May as well take what we can. They won't be needing those items any longer.
There. This is... oh, interesting. You got that as well. Ben's gonna kill us all.
I was hoping for a challenge.
I'm gonna wait for this firefight to be over and then we'll see what happens. So I decided just to join the fight because why not? Ooh. No, can you just... fuck's sake, fight. I am to talk to you, you fucking ass. Screw it.
Just drop, will you? I've got things to do.
Let's get this done, I suppose. Oh. Yeah.
Got it. Area secure.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna take some Rad-X. Not that bad away. Fun rounds. Yeah. There's a vertibird in there. It got mashed to shit. Dun 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 dun. Da-da-da-da. Dun 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 dun. Da-da-da-da. Dun dun. Nope. Bloody water world. Where's this boat going? Garbage Island.
Get some, motherfucker!
Oh. Well. Okay, so the fights over in the helicopter literally crashed above my head this time. Where's the Corsair is a better question. Yeah, oh. Okay. How come I had this suppressed in the first time? Dozy prick. Why are you all the way here, man?
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, sir. Something's out there.
Let's move.
Nice try.
Rust Devil, these bastards again.
Found the target again. Never fear. We're victorious.
Alright, let's fucking do this.